10 worst seaside resorts in the UK. When you think of the British seaside, you probably imagine fish and chips on the promenade, colourful beach huts, and the cheerful buzz of summer crowds. But not all UK coastal towns are thriving holiday hotspots. Some have been hit hard by economic downturns, crumbling infrastructure, and the fading of domestic tourism. In this video, we explore the 10 worst seaside resorts in the UK. While these places once promised sunny escapes and sandy adventures, today many of them tell a different story, one of struggle, resilience, and hope. But even in their decline, each still offers glimpses of character and charm. 10. Jaywick, England. Tucked away on the Essex coastline, Jaywick has become a byword for seaside decay. Originally developed in the 1930s as a low-cost holiday village for East End Londoners, Jaywick's homes were never meant for year-round living. Fast forward to today, and many of those original properties remain, weather-worn, poorly insulated, and prone to flooding. Jaywick has consistently ranked among the most deprived areas in England. Streets often suffer from poor drainage, potholes, and boarded-up properties. Public transport is limited, and access to basic services is a challenge. However, it's not all doom and gloom. Local campaigns have called for better investment, and some community centres work tirelessly to support vulnerable residents. Even more, Jaywick's beach itself remains a peaceful stretch of sand, reminding visitors of the town's potential. It's one of those declining seaside towns that many hope can eventually be turned around. 9. Torquay, England. Known for decades as the Queen of the English Riviera, Torquay's glossy image has taken a hit. Once a glamorous getaway for the well-to-do, this Devon resort has struggled with ageing infrastructure and a decline in traditional seaside tourism. While the palm-lined marina and waterfront pubs still impress, a walk through the town centre reveals peeling paint, tired arcades, and shuttered shops. Crime and antisocial behaviour have raised concerns in recent years, especially in the summer months. Tourists frequently mention the contrast between the beautiful coastline and the sometimes rough atmosphere of the town. That said, Torquay remains a gateway to Devon's natural beauty. Visitors can enjoy the prehistoric Kent's Cavern, Torre Abbey Gardens, and stunning cliffside walks. It's a place caught between past glory and present-day reality, desperate for a new identity. 8. Morecambe, England. Once hailed as the northern rival to Blackpool, Morecambe was a booming resort in the 1950s and 60s. But decades of decline followed as overseas holidays became more affordable. Today, the town battles derelict hotels, closed attractions, and a struggling high street. The iconic Bubbles Leisure Complex, once a family favourite, is long gone. However, Morecambe's story isn't entirely bleak. The Art Deco Midland Hotel was restored to its former glory and stands proudly on the seafront. The promenade remains scenic and clean, offering expansive views of Morecambe Bay. The town also has an ace up its sleeve, the Eden Project North, a major eco-tourism development expected to bring new life to the region. If successful, it could lift Morecambe off lists like this in the future. 7. Peterhead, Scotland. Scotland's easternmost town, Peterhead, has a long history as a fishing hub and industrial port. While that identity brought prosperity in the past, the decline of traditional industries has left scars. The harbour remains active, but tourism is minimal. Unlike more picturesque Scottish coastal towns like St Andrews or Oban, Peterhead lacks the visual charm many holidaymakers seek. Visitors often report that the town feels industrial, grey, and outdated. Public spaces are limited and accommodation options are sparse. However, the Peterhead Prison Museum has become a surprising draw, offering fascinating insights into the town's past. For those willing to look beyond aesthetics, there's a certain gritty authenticity to Peterhead, and coastal hikes nearby offer rugged beauty unmatched in most tourist brochures. 6. Southend-on-Sea, England. Famous for having the longest pleasure pier in the world, Southend-on-Sea has long attracted day trippers from London. But its reputation has become increasingly mixed. The town centre has suffered from retail decline, and the seafront, while still busy, struggles with litter and outdated attractions. Incidents of youth violence and antisocial behaviour have also affected public perception. Yet Southend isn't giving up. Major investment has gone into the airport, local transport and seafront regeneration. Adventure Island remains a hit with families, and cultural venues like the Beecroft Art Gallery and Southend Theatres help maintain a lively arts scene. Still, it's a resort stuck between progress and decay, hoping to reclaim its seaside charm. 5. Bangor, Northern Ireland. Located on the southern side of Belfast Lough, Bangor was once considered Northern Ireland's premier seaside town. But times have changed. The main shopping areas are dotted with vacant units, and the once thriving marina complex feels underutilised. The seafront itself appears tired, and plans to revitalise the area have faced delays. Nonetheless, the town has natural beauty on its side. Ballyholme Beach offers a tranquil coastal escape, and walkers can enjoy the North Down coastal path. The problem lies not in the scenery, but in the town's economic health and failure to adapt to modern tourism trends. With proper support, Bangor could recapture some of its former magic. 4. Ayr, Scotland. Ayr, on Scotland's southwest coast, has everything a resort town could want: long beaches, rich history, and a connection to national poet Robert Burns. So why does it struggle? A lack of investment, crumbling shopfronts, and limited modern attractions have chipped away at its appeal. Many tourists complain about the run-down feel of the town centre and a shortage of family-friendly activities. But Ayr isn't a lost cause. Burns Cottage and the Robert Burns Birthplace Museum are major cultural landmarks, and the beach itself remains one of the cleanest in Scotland. The town's location, close to the Isle of Arran and the scenic countryside of Ayrshire, keeps it relevant, though there's still a lot of work to be done. 3. Lowestoft, England. As Britain's easternmost town, Lowestoft should be a star coastal destination. It boasts sandy beaches, maritime history, and easy access to the Broads National Park. But the town has suffered from chronic underfunding, job losses, and a decline in tourism. The main shopping district is noticeably run down, and attractions are few and far between. Nevertheless, Lowestoft is trying. Local organisations are pushing for redevelopment, and events like the First Light Festival aim to reintroduce the town to a new generation of visitors. Ness Point, the UK's most easterly point, offers a quirky photo opportunity, and the town's Maritime Museum adds a layer of charm for history buffs. 2. Workington, England. Located on Cumbria's rugged coast, Workington is often overshadowed by its proximity to the Lake District. Once a powerhouse of coal and steel, the town has struggled to reinvent itself as a tourist destination. It lacks major seaside attractions, and the town centre reflects years of economic decline. Yet Workington has historical significance and pockets of charm. The Helena Thompson Museum, remnants of Roman occupation, and access to coastal walks provide value to curious explorers. The surrounding area is undeniably scenic, and with more investment, Workington could better tap into the Lake District's tourism economy. For now, though, it remains one of the most overlooked and struggling UK coastal towns. 1. Bangor, Wales. Topping our list of the worst seaside resorts in the UK is Bangor in North Wales. While technically a city due to its cathedral, Bangor has struggled with the image and identity of a seaside destination. Many first-time visitors are surprised by its lack of traditional seaside amenities. The town centre often feels empty, with many shop units vacant or closed. Bangor Pier is a pleasant walk, And Snowdonia National Park is just a short drive away. But as a resort town, Bangor lacks vibrancy. Students from the local university contribute some life, but tourism infrastructure is weak. Revitalisation plans exist, but progress has been slow and uneven. Until major changes arrive, Bangor remains symbolic of what happens when seaside towns are left behind. These 10 towns may rank among the worst seaside resorts in the UK, but they each carry history, potential, and the resilience of their communities. By shining a light on their struggles, we also highlight opportunities for revival. With time, care, and investment, these fading resorts could once again become beloved coastal escapes. Thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell.